Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to TCG Worlds 2017. Now, I messed up a little bit on Monday's video. I thought I used Mike Fouchet's second place at Philadelphia Regionals list, but I was actually off by 3 cards. But today I guarantee you this is Sam Chen's top 4 Eelektrik Raikou list, and he told me that it was actually Azul Garcia, the person who won Florida Regionals or Orlando Regionals, who actually gave him this list. So huge shout out to Azul for letting me feature this deck list here on the channel. And yeah, as you can see, there's a ton of interesting things going on here. First off, we have Raikou, which is the main attacker. Shining Body is a very nice ability, 120 HP, which goes up to 160. With Fighting Fury Belt is really nice for a non-EX attacker, and Thunderlance can potentially do unlimited damage, so very nice combination of stats for this card. Fighting type weakness is also pretty much non-existent, so that's also pretty nice, and you can actually use or get some nice damage by dealing with a double colorless energy and a single lightning energy, so even from turn 2 Raikou can be a threat. Now, we have our, of course, trusty Eelektrik, which gets lightning energy out of the discard pile and attaches them to one of your benched Pokemon. Obviously, one of the best abilities in the game because energy recovery has always been pretty good, and gaining that energy advantage and allowing you to chain attackers and things like that, especially from resources you have already used up. Instead of having to search for the cards from your hand or from the deck, is actually very nice. So Eelektrik is obviously the main support Pokemon here, and we also have as one of the tech cards Eelektross. Now this Eelektross is a very old card. It's from Team Plasma, as you can see, but Crush and Burn is kind of like, or it's exactly like the attack. No, it's not exactly. It's kind of like Bronzong Break's attack, where you discard as many energy as you want and you get to deal 30 damage for every energy you discard. But we can't target the bench, but Eelektross is a very nice attacker against things like Jolteon. It also gives you an out of paralysis against things like Wobbuffet, Accelgor, and having that one hit KO potential is very nice. And against an unexpected player, you definitely don't think of this card like right on the right away, you know. So definitely a very nice tech and a very nice one-off in this list. Now the other one-offs are Mewtwo EX, which are very nice for the eventual Mewtwo EX wars that can take place, and it's also a very nice attacker with a potential of unlimited damage, and the psychic typing is really good against Wobbuffet. And then we have Seismitoad EX. Seismitoad EX is a very nice tech card, and it's actually one of the deck's main ways to combat Night March, along with Karen, which, as you can see, I am featuring here. Now, you might notice I'm not using full art cards or reverse holos. That is because I am using my regular Tablemon account, because the demo account actually doesn't have Karen. For some reason, it has yet to be added to my account, unfortunately, just like Mega Beedrill and things like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. And then we have one Shaymin-EX in order to draw extra cards. Now, in terms of supporters, we have 4 Sycamore, 2 N, 2 Colress as our main draw cards, and then we have Karen, as I mentioned, which pairs really nicely with Seismitoad and can deal, or can actually give you the game against things like Night March or even Rainbow Road with Ho-Oh, because you reshuffle their Ho-Ohs and their executes back in. Then you also have a X-Maniac, which can allow you to bypass Archeops' ability and allow you to evolve into Eelektrik. You have AC in order to combat Accelgor as well, and you have the one Lysander because it's a very good utility card. We have the 4 Vespiquen and 4 Ultra Ball, and then another very interesting card here is the 2 Evosoda. Now, Evosoda is very nice because it actually searches your deck and places the evolution on the Tynamo. So that means you don't, you're not affected by a turn 1 Archeops, which prevents you from evolving. So that's definitely a very nice choice of cards in order to, because you could be running level ball here, because level ball searches for Tynamo and searches for Eelektrik, but they put the card in your hand and then you have to evolve. But then if there's Archeops, the only way you could bypass that would be through Hex Maniac, but with Evosoda you can actually bypass the Archeops ability. And then our spec of choice is a computer search. We have a single battle compressor, we have a single super rod, and the energy count is actually 3 TCEs and 7 lightning energy, as you can see there. So very low on the energy count, definitely lower than I'd be comfortable with. I'm gonna save here really quick because I'm not sure if the Electros got saved. But now we are going to jump right into the expanded ladder with the Eelektrik Feely deck. There it is. And let's find our first match of the day here. Now I'm very excited to play this deck, especially after Sam told me about how his tournament went and everything. I am definitely very excited about that, and yeah, hopefully it'll be a fun tournament, a fun day. Hopefully it'll be a fun day today. Also, guys, if you want to start following me on Twitch, I will be doing a Twitch stream. Today is Wednesday, so yeah, probably later today, around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time or Mexico City time. You can Google that if you want to check for your time zones. I will probably want to do or I will probably be doing a test stream in English of the TCG. So if you're available, if you want to hang out, watch me play some decks, I'll be taking deck requests from anything I do have built. I will try to stream for an hour and a half, so definitely stop by if you can. Now, this hand is interesting. I don't know what we're up against. Presumably a grass type deck, right? So I'm going to computer search away the Vespiquen and the Evosoda. I'm assuming there's no threat of Archeops here. I'm gonna find a Raikou, but I see right off the bat there's one Tynamo priced, one Eelektrik priced, one Raikou priced, and one Seismitoad priced. That's pretty surprising. 4 Pokemon in my price cards. What else? There's also one energy priced. So that's 5 price cards I figured out already. There might be a Rough Seas price, I'm not sure. But am I in any threat? Yeah, I probably am, so I should retreat. Well, I'm not gonna retreat just yet. I'm not gonna play my stadium either, because it might end up being important later on. This hand's pretty decent, especially because I know Shaymin is in my deck. So I will bench the Tynamo. I will bench the Tynamo, and then I know one Raikou is priced. So if I get rid of this Raikou, do I want to get rid of this Raikou? I don't think so. I actually think I'm gonna play this down. And I'm gonna pass here. Next turn, whatever I top deck, I can go for Shaymin. And I can actually start firing up the bench Raikou with with the lightning energy. And now apparently we're up against a Vespiquen deck, so that should be interesting. This should be very interesting. If I could get the KO on Shaymin-EX next turn, that would be amazing, but I actually can't, because I don't have any switching cards. Unless I find AC, I will not be able to. Unless I find AC and another DCE, I will not be able to KO the Shaymin this turn. Oh wow, it's actually Vespiquen Vileplume. Wow, that's a big problem here, guys. If my opponent sets up Vileplume turn 1, wow. If he sets up the Vileplume, I am in a huge amount of trouble here. There's 2 Glooms in the discard pile so far. He already played a supporter card. Grabs a Vespiquen. So any Shaymin he does go for, it's gonna be less cards. Any extra potential Shaymin. Okay, yeah. Ultra Ball discards another Ultra and a Macro. And goes for the Oddish. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I'm in big trouble here, guys. Yep, he's gonna get the Tablemon because he played down the Vespiquen. Wow. The only card in his hand is the Sycamore. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna evolve here. I'm gonna attach there. I'm gonna use Tynamo. Now, my opponent... Yeah. If he finds a TCE, he can Sky Return. And he should find a TCE. Odds are he will find a TCE. There is a chance he doesn't, though. There is a chance he doesn't. It's not like he has an insane amount of Pokemon. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not like he has an insane amount of Pokemon in his discard pile. And yeah, Vespiquen was not gonna be dealing too much damage, so I wasn't in too big of a threat at that point in time. And yeah, we get our first win off of the conceit of my opponent, but I feel like we were both going to have a very weird mid game because he wasn't going to have enough Pokemon to deal significant damage, but then I was still missing energy to actually get a threatening KO on his Pokemon, so it was gonna be a weird game, that's for sure. It was going to be a weird game. And now we are up against Captain Nuts. Okay. Captain Nuts. Huh. Okay, my computer is really heating up now. I'm gonna turn on. Hopefully you guys do notice that my new computer runs at a higher frame rate. Or it should at least. My opponent just refuses to call the flip. Mr. Captain Nuts, I would like it if you could hurry up. I would very much like it if you could hurry up. And dude, why can't I chat anymore? Okay, 1 minute is up. How much time does my opponent have here? Okay, finally he reacts. We win the conflict. We want to go first. Okay. Now, hopefully Shaymin isn't priced. Because if it is priced, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Especially because we are up against a fighting type deck, it seems like. Those are nice leaves. Wow, 53 cards. Oh, come on, my opponent. Dude. Come on. Come on. Are you kidding me? Why is it taking so long? It's been 2 whole minutes. Damn it. Come on, man. Come on. Anyways, this deck. I really like this deck, and back when Eelektrik was first released, I definitely got some really good results off of the Eelektrik deck, so okay, Carpink. I reckon Rough Seas is gonna be useless here. I genuinely think that. And Shaymin isn't priced, thankfully. So I'm probably gonna have to rely on Seismitoad and Mewtwo this time around. Now, would I want to attach? Ugh, this is dumb. If I attach the Float Stone and the energy, that's one energy I will never recover. So I'd rather attach the Float Stone, okay. And I will draw 3 more cards. And okay, that's a good enough hand, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. The computer search. If I get rid of the Eelektrik and I go find okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Lightning and the Eelektrik. There's still 2 Eelektriks in there, and I'm gonna grab the compressor, and then with the compressor I'm going to discard an N so that I can use N right now, or I could go for the Sycamore. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Sycamore. I will sacrifice the Fighting Fury Belt, but it's not the end of the world. And I will get rid of 2 more energy, just so that I have energy guaranteed for the future Electrics. The Fighting Fury Belt will go to the Shaymin, and I'm going to Sycamore here for a brand new 7 cards. Okay. I am finding good stuff, I guess. Although, do I go? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Mewtwo, right? Well, Mewtwo can't touch Carping, so never mind. And I want the Evosoda, so I'm gonna discard the Sycamore and the Tynamo, and I'm gonna go for a Raikou. I could potentially power up Raikou next turn if the cards play out right and I find 2 Eelektrik. So, assuming my opponent can't KO me, yeah, hopefully he can't KO me. He shouldn't be able to KO me. Unless he plays Wally into Carping Break. That would be really sick. That would actually be really, really sick. But I doubt it's gonna happen. I genuinely doubt it's gonna happen. And at the rate my opponent is playing, I actually did take a long time in my turn, which might mean he's gonna take a long time, an even longer time in his turn. No, he just passes. Okay, he is timed out. He is definitely timed out here. So let's just try to get the quick win and be done with it. I guess I'll Sycamore once again. No need to give my opponent extra cards if he actually did simply draw pass. And yeah, okay, I have the win here, thankfully. There's the second Evosoda, that's gonna get me the Eelektrik. And then I'm gonna Dynamotor twice onto the Raikou. And apparently lag a little bit for some reason. Come on. Come on. Anyways, I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't know what's going on with the client. I don't know what's going on with the game. I did select the energy. Okay, there we go. Finally the game reacts, and then I'm gonna use the other Dynamotor. There we go. And now we will deal 120 damage to that poor Carping and get ourselves the win. Probably because my opponent just timed out, but that's his problem. His problem for being away from the keyboard. Okay, so apparently we get something new. Oh, 225 coins. That's cool. That is definitely cool. Let's see who else we can face off here. I would love to play against Night March or Yveltal Maxis. I would actually love to play against those decks. And wow, looks like we might be up against Darkrai Giratina, which I am looking forward to playing against. It should be an interesting match. If he has Garbodor though, that would be a very big problem. If he does have Garb, that would be a really big problem. Okay, we are going first though, that's really good. That's really good, unless my opponent hits the turn 1 Night Spear. Wow, he could have donked me. He actually could have donked me here. Okay, I'm gonna go for Raikou. Gonna bench the Raikou, and I'm probably going to want to retreat into the Raikou. So I'll just attach an energy there, and I have to end. I give my opponent 2 extra cards, but I'd rather not get rid of my Tynamo, or my Eelektrik rather. But man, this hand is just terrible. As per usual. And yeah, I'm just gonna have to pass here. I mean, if I found somehow 2 Eelektrik next turn, I could power up Seismitoad-EX. But that's probably not gonna happen here. Apparently my opponent had a really good hand, or maybe not, I do not know. I actually do not know. He's gonna Scoundrel Ring and search for Darkrai and Shaymin. Makes sense. I guess his angry face was because he whiffed on the turn 1 KO. Maybe. Not sure. Yeah, Dark Patch is really good, isn't it? Dark Patch is definitely really good. And uses Shaymin for a clean 6 cards. Hopefully he ends me or something. We literally have no follow-up right now. We literally have absolutely no follow-up. And that's really bad, guys. That is really, really bad. It's just gonna fast rate for 40 damage. Okay. I do get 1 Eelektrik out, which is good, I guess. I'm gonna play down my Rough Seas. I'm glad I didn't the previous turn. That does give my Raikou a little bit more longevity. And I'm gonna Dynamotor onto the Seismitoad and threaten my opponent with a Quaking Punch in the next turn. Now, no Garbodor in sight, which is obviously good for us because we don't run any ways to remove tools. Okay. Wow, he just discarded a ton of resources, and that's his 3rd Double Dragon Energy. That's really good news for us. That is actually really good news for us. The fact that he already discarded his 3rd Double Dragon Energy. So odds of him attacking with Giratina are low-ish, but he does have a ton of power in Darkrai. And he finds a Reverse Valley. So yeah, Quaking Punch is not gonna be too significant here. And he even has free retreat and can one-hit KO their Raikou. Wow. That's really bad. And we top deck a Colress at least. We do top deck a Colress. My opponent is spamming the chat here. Okay. Okay, I need to power up a big Mewtwo here. And in a best case scenario, he whiffs the energy. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, never mind. What else would I discard right now? The Hex, I guess. Because the Hex is definitely not useful here. Okay, so now we Dynamo onto the Mewtwo. Dynamo onto the Mewtwo. But we're not threatening the Darkrai nearly enough. I wouldn't just spamming the chat here. We know he's dealing 160 damage. Now he's dealing 180. Now he is dealing 180 damage. Yeah, we're not gonna win here. That deck is just too fast. Ugh. We're setting up way too slow here. Way too slow. But I don't think there's anything I could have really done. Well, probably should have promoted Eelektrik. Probably should have promoted Eelektrik. Because if I had done so, Mewtwo would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 140 damage. Still not enough. Still not enough. Okay. I might be able to surprise him with Electros here. So I'm just gonna X-Ball. Psychic Resistance sucks, yeah. He still has 90 damage left. 90 HP left. So I will be able to get a KO with Electros. But he's gonna be down to 1 prize card here. My opponent will be down to 1 prize card, so unless I can end him, unless I top deck a Vespiquen N, I don't think we have a shot here. Wow, oh my gosh, okay. Maybe we are about to make the absolute biggest comeback in Pokemon history. Maybe. That would be really amazing. That would actually be stupidly amazing if I pull this off. Because Electros is also gonna be stuck up there. Okay, but I mean, if we're gonna actually pull it off, these are the cards that we actually need. Do I? Definitely Dynamo. And should I have gone for Mewtwo? Probably should have gone for Mewtwo, actually. Do I keep setting up, or do I save the Ultra Ball? Okay, I'm counting on my opponent not drawing too many useful things. I am counting on that. Wow. I'd be genuinely surprised if we pulled this off. Okay, I'm gonna keep the Flowstone just in case he Lysander something. So I'm gonna use Crash and Burn. Huh. I could leave an energy on the Electros, but no, that's not the right play. I will deal 90 damage, that's 220 for the KO on the Darkrai X. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. If we are going to make a comeback, this is the way. This is definitely the way to do so. He promotes Latios. 1 card is versus Seeker, I mean Max Elixir, and he does it. Ugh. He's gonna deal 120 damage to the Electros. Or... oh, come on. Okay. Oh, I should have attached that Floatstone. I should have attached that Floatstone. I can't believe... oh, we actually lose here because I didn't attach the Floatstone. Because we can't attach tools anymore. So I have no way to retreat the Electros. Can't believe this. That sucks. Yeah, I can't retreat the Electros and he's down to 1 price. If I had attached the Floatstone... I should have attached the Floatstone. Well, I wasn't counting on him ending me back. And he got the energy. It's like, off of the 2 cards... Oh man. Anyways. Very unfortunate there. Very unfortunate because I generally think we might have had a chance there. Like a small one. A very, 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 very small chance of making a comeback. But we definitely had a chance. We definitely had a chance. Very frustrating, guys. Very, very frustrating. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. Now we're up against Cosmic Lugia. And I did not realize or check what deck he's using. What typing? Okay, we are going first. So we are getting pretty lucky that way. Hopefully Shaymin is not priced, because if it is, we might actually struggle here. Depending on our top deck. But if it's not priced, we might be okay here. Okay, it's a mirror match actually. Okay, my first Ultra Ball, I'm gonna discard 2 energy. And thankfully, Shaymin is not priced. Okay, that's great news. And then, my second Ultra Ball, I'm gonna get rid of the energy and the Cold Res, because I want that Fighting Fury belt on a Raikou. I feel like that's going to be really important here. As we are up against a potential mirror match, or we could be against a Mega Man Electric deck as well. Now having the Shaymin on the bench is definitely a big liability. Definitely a big liability. And we don't find an energy. We get a ton of supporters of the Shaymin. We get even more. We get even more. At least I get to do this. I get to retreat my Tynamo into safety. And actually, I'm not really threatened, am I? So I'm gonna leave the Tynamo. I'm gonna take that risk, that educated risk, in the fact that my opponent should not be able to deal 40 damage in his next turn. Yeah, by attaching that energy, he's definitely not going to. So that's good news. That is good news. And if we manage to find a Tynamo and another Lightning, we should be good here. Or, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to end. I definitely want to call risks, but am I happy with a 2-hit KO here? Because I'll be dealing 80 damage. Yeah, I'm happy with a 2-hit KO, I guess. So I'm gonna Vespiquen for Cold Res, not end. I do get 1 less card, but I don't give my opponent an extra 3 cards, so that's definitely a good trade-off. And I even find the Evo Soda. I even find an Evo Soda, which is nice, but I don't have a Raikou to power up on the bench. So maybe I should have attached the Lightning to the active. But anyways, I will just Thunder Lance. 2-hit KOing Raikou is still good enough. Definitely still good enough. My opponent finds an Eelektrik. He might have simply been holding onto the Eelektrik and he's gonna Sycamore or something right now. No, he simply passes. Okay, that's good news for us. So, based on that, I'm gonna Cold Res once again, I guess. I don't know why I'm attaching the energy there. It's not very productive. But it's not like it makes a big difference anyways. Still no more Raikous or way to find Raikous. That's really bad. There is a Raikou price, so we have a chance to get one here. Nope, it's an easy. Okay. AZ also doesn't help us, but he promoted Raikou. Yeah, so he's not able to do anything at all. I guess I'll just power up Raikou with another energy. I could play the Karen to make his deck thicker by 1 card, but I think just using Thunderlance here is the best play. And let's see what happens here. Okay, he will end. He top decks the end. And now we can finally find Raikous. Plays the stadium. It's a little bit too late for that. And passes. Okay. So I definitely Ultra Ball away the stadium and the end. The rest of the cards make sense to me in order to keep them. And I'm gonna bench the Raikou, I'm gonna Dynamo, and I'm gonna play the Hex. Simply because I can, and to prevent a potential Dynamo weird turn where he gets 2 Dynamo onto a bench Raikou. I don't know. I feel like that's my best play. And now we find the Raikou. Now we do find the Raikou. Unfortunate that we're probably gonna win this mirror match, but not because I made the better plays, simply because I didn't brick and my opponent did brick. It's unfortunate that we don't get to showcase the deck more, but hey, that happens. And he does find a Sycamore now, or a Juniper rather. He does find a Juniper. And there's the concession, yep. So, not the most awesome games, I would say. So hopefully this last game is good enough. Hopefully this last game actually allows us to showcase the deck more and puts us in difficult scenarios where we have to make important decisions. Here's my trusty bottle of water, and like I said guys, today 9 p.m, probably between 8:30 and 9 p.m. CST, Central Standard Time, be there for the first ever Tablemon English TCG stream. Come hang out, why not? Twitch.tv/Tablemon. I've already made 2 streams, one VGC and one TCG, but they were both in Spanish, so that's why I didn't post about them in Veerbank City or anything like that. But tomorrow, I mean today, 9 p.m, I will definitely be streaming some live Pokemon TCG. And I will be taking deck requests, so I hope I get to see a lot of you guys there. Okay, my opponent doesn't play anything. I suspect this is Toadbats, right? You would think this is Toadbats. So I'm gonna attach the lightning, and because my opponent didn't do anything and he's shutting off his own ability, I'm gonna pass. Because I do have supporter, I have my rough seas. He's gonna level ball for another Zubat, and I can potentially KO the Zubat next turn with my DCE. There's a Golbat. That's fine. Damages the benched person, and he's gonna end me once again. Okay. Okay. Against Husky 16. Now our hand is terrible. Ugh. Wow. Landorus. Crap. Crap. Wow. That is absolutely terrible here. That is absolutely terrible. And if I play down my rough seas, okay, my only out here is to promote the Zubat, and I'm gonna bench the Seismitoad. I'm gonna use a compressor to give myself Sycamore as an out, But wow, we are in a lot of trouble here. We are in a lot of trouble. What else do I discard? A lightning, I guess? No. I do want energy. Wow. I guess I'll discard the current because that's not useful in this match. And our Raikou. And that's it. Now because of his Silent Lab, he can't free retreat the Zubat. He attaches an energy to a Landorus. Oh, he has the Golbat. Come on. Wow, he has the Crobat. Wow. He had 3 cards in hand, and those were the absolute most perfect 3 cards he could have hoped for. Incredible. Freaking credible. Okay, I top deck a Shaymin. Now, if I find a DCE and a Fighting Fury Belt, I might not be in the worst of positions. But that's just not my style, is it? Let's see if the Sycamore can give me those cards. I do find the DCE at least, so that's cool. That's cool. Does he have another energy? Probably, but at least I don't lose next turn. And if he does decide to use Lance Judgment, okay, at least he hammerheads. Okay, places the damage on Shaymin. That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna place that there. The energy, I think it's better to have 2 electrics out right now, because I could potentially, well, I just discarded my I did just discard my Floatstone, right? Okay, but I do find the Rough Seas, which is great, and I even find the Fighting Fury Belt. Gonna heal off the Seismitoad, and I'm going to get rid of both Tynamos and search for what? I guess the DCE for Mewtwo. I'm gonna Dynamotor onto Mewtwo twice. Wow, I genuinely thought we were about to lose, and I got really lucky with that. With that Shaymin top deck. I'm gonna attach that there, and I'm going to Quaking Punch for 80 damage. Now my opponent has 1 card in hand, now 2. I top deck Shaymin, he top decks Shaymin. Seems like a fair trade-off. Finds the energy. Okay then. My opponent wants war. He definitely wants war. I'm going to end him. And I'm going to have a super powered up Mewtwo, which can KO Shaymin, can KO a Golbat with another energy, a Crobat rather. Yep. And he's down to 2 cards. He is literally down to 2 cards. Okay. X-Ball for the way over KO. I do get 2 prizes. Fighting Fury Belt and Ultra Ball. Okay. Basically, I need a Lysander. Wow, picks up the Crobat instead of the Shaymin. Oh man, he has the energy, doesn't he? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, he had 2 cards. And he gets AC and the Y Cyclone. Oh boy. I mean, what can you do against that? My opponent had 2 card hands, 3 card hands. When he drew everything he needed, like literally everything he needed. Every combination of cards he needed, he got. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Huge props to Sam for doing so well with his deck. He actually went undefeated until Mike beat him in top 4. Huge props to Azul for the list. It's definitely an impressive list. But against what just happened, there's not really much you can do, especially against a Landorus EX deck. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you can. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and hopefully I will see you guys over at twitch.tv/Tablemon at 9 p.m. You should definitely give me a follow there, because that way you won't miss when I go online later today. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tonight. Bye bye.